is a need for alarm.
For Wendy Williams Experience.
All right, Chocolate's on the phone, and with a name like Chocolate, the weekend had to have been good. Chocolate is 29, calling from New York City, and wants to tell us about her weekend. Here we go.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi, Chocolate.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh,
I'm doing good. How was the weekend, Wendy?
my weekend was good. We got the Christmas tree all set up, and, it's almost the first of the month. Just had to tidy up the usual monthly stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. It was all right. I had a date.
Okay, now here we go. Okay. First of all, Chocolate, I'm sorry to have to ask. But Chocolate,
Go ahead, girl.
are you a man or a woman?
I'm a little half and half.
Now let's talk about that date. Now, what did you date? A man or a woman?
I dated a rich white man.
Oh, wow.
That's how old, Wendy?
Does he know you're half and half?
Yes, he does.
How old is he?
He is 76.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
He paid for everything.
Everything.
What do you
All
want
I
you to
had
do?
was sit there with my legs crossed.
I was going to say, did you actually have sex, or did he just take a chair in the dark and watch you with the spotlight on you?
I had the spotlight on me, Chuck.
I bet.
Yep.
So, where'd he take you? What'd you eat?
We went to some restaurant down in the village.
Now, does he make you dress as a man or a woman when you go on your dates?
Oh, as a woman, all day, every day.
So, who'd you look like who was famous?
I would say, Lepore, Amanda Lepore.
Amanda Lepore.
Yes.
Very cheekbones, waist
Yes.
cinched, booty
High
flaring.
heels, pink.
Yes.
Hair.
Lashes popping, lips busting.
Yeah, all that, honey.
A mess. Ooh, did you have a happy ending?
Yes, baby.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh!
Yes, he did.
Did he give you a knot at the end of the date?
Yes, he did.
How high? 2 inches, 3
I'll
inches?
say 3 fingers wide.
Yes, honey!
Wow.
Mission,
Off to Vegas.
mission accomplished, Chocolate.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, I love it. We'll be back.
What's up? This is Amanda Lepore.
This is Harmonica Sunbeam.
This is RuPaul, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Wendy, is it okay to have 2 boyfriends at 23? I'm a female. One boyfriend I've had for 5 years, and the other, and is 35 years old, and the other is 20, and I have a 1.5-year-old with. Well, young lady, once you have a baby with a man, he's no longer considered your boyfriend. He's your baby's father. He's an appendage to you. Like, there is no breaking. Like a boyfriend you break up with, there's a possibility of a neat breakup and you move on with your life. With a baby's father, there is none of that. And at 23 years old, you don't need to have 2 boyfriends. You need to concentrate on mothering and working and getting your education, and also developing somewhat of a healthy relationship with your child's father. If you're 23 and your baby's father is 20, I am only guessing that both of you all possess a certain amount of selfishness and hot-headedness that needs to be tended to, because you have a 1.5-year-old. And the 35-year-old, you might have been with a 35-year-old for 5 years, but that would mean that he's been sleeping around with you since you were 17. He doesn't want you like that. You know what I mean? You're good for, take this in the best way, you're good for your, I won't say stupid, I'll say lack of knowledge and tight area. That's what you're good for. And you're good for making a sandwich real quick and shutting up and sitting down. Yeah. Thank you. Alex?
Hey, Wendy.
Hi, hon. All right, Alex is 23, and she's messing with a guy who wants sex to last at least 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm a 15, 20-minute kind of girl, in and out.
Okay.
With him, he doesn't reach his climax.
On his Viagra.
Until like 2 hours in. He doesn't know what a quickie is.
Is he, how old is he? 23 like you?
He's 22. We're 9 months apart. So he's 22. Good guy, has everything going for him.
Yeah.
Like him a lot, but I can't do it afterwards. I'm a little tender down there. I mean, I'm not used to it. I'm 20 minutes, like I said. 40 is a great day for me. But yeah I get mine off in 20 minutes, and he still has an hour and some change left.
And this
I'm
is
tired.
and this is like a repeat. It's not like just because it's your birthday or Valentine's Day. It's
No,
just,
every time.
I can't. Does he have a job?
Yeah, he has his own job. We work for the same company, not in the same branch or anything. We don't even see each other. We live an hour apart, so we see each other about twice a week, and we've been talking for like a month and some change now.
I'm gonna ask guys who are how old is he? 27, you said?
22.
22. I gotta hear from other 22-year-old guys, like, because as far as I'm concerned, your old Aunt Wendy feels Viagra is a part of the mix, or else he's busting off someplace else.
I'm not used to that. I've never, and I asked, is there something wrong with me? Am I doing something wrong? He's like, no, it's great. It's wonderful. This is just how I am. And he calls me ungrateful.
Okay, and how long is it usually? 2 or 2.5 hours?
I'll say about 2 hours.
Okay. Every time?
1.5 every time.
Okay.
Yeah, twice a week. You don't, like I said, you live an hour away. So about hour and a half, 2. Yeah.
Okay, Alex, I'm going to ask on the text at 77522. And thank you, Alex. Can you guys, I know we get very silly on the text, but I'm very serious. Can some of you men help me and Alex out with this? Because I want to know, too. What is the deal? 77522. We'll be back. I was trying to ask Jeeves or ask.com about the 2-hour thing. I just can't. I just get frustrated with it because you can't tell me that he doesn't take like a packet of horny goat weed, a hit of coke, a pull of la, wash, take a quarter of a Viagra and wash it down with a Guinness, and there he goes. And you know what I'm saying? Like, ow. Ew. This portion of the show is being brought to you by TMZ, keeping Hollywood real since 2007. And Goose mentioned something about some black soap. Well, Stone. Where do you rub that? Down there?
Duh.
And it makes everything numb? Yeah. Wow. See, guys are always up to something, and wow. A couple of people are saying, well, he might pleasure himself ahead of time. BS, I'm in the field. It can be done if there's a lot of foreplay, stop and go, but quite unnatural with no break. See, foreplay takes 2 people. She's not saying all this stuff is going down. Wendy, that's not abnormal for a fit man with high stamina. I'm a former athlete. These are from the text. Oh, no, people are I'm a former... Damn it, it disappeared. The texts are coming fast and furious. Unlike her boyfriend. To the telephones we go. Sasha is actually being okay. Sasha's actually being typed in right now. She's 24 years old, and she's calling from Harlem. Sasha?
Hello?
Hi, hon. So,
how you doing?
What's going on with your friend's boyfriend?
It's her husband. It's one of my coworkers.
Okay.
They go out a lot together, the clubs, the parties and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And lately, though, she's telling me that every time they go out, he tends to act the fool. He drinks and he starts to act up, and I guess it's embarrassing to her and stuff.
This is the husband of a coworker.
Yes.
Okay.
But she don't know whether she should continue to go out with him and deal with it or not, because she's scared to say, babe, I don't want to go out to the clubs with you anymore. She don't want to hurt his feelings. Like, he might start thinking she's trying to do something else.
Well, so coworkers are able to see this.
Excuse me?
It's coworkers who see this and bring it back to work, his behavior.
Yes.
Well, maybe she needs to first stop going out with coworkers. Coworkers aren't people who you're supposed to be partying with anyway on a regular basis.
Husband.
No. But you said that you are. Where did I get coworkers?
No, I'm her coworker. She's a coworker of mine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would need to talk to her, Sasha, not you. You're 24 and single. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a certain way married people talk. She is
listening, though.
Yeah, but you know what? If she really wants to talk, then she'd call up. I feel kind of funny talking to you, Sasha. I mean, I'm sure you're a great friend, but you're a 24-year-old girl.
I sound like a little girl, you said?
No, you're a 24-year-old girl. Like, you're a girl burgeoning on womanhood. You're getting your grown woman on, but you don't have kids. You're not married.
No.
Like, why am I talking to you, single you?
I was just trying to help out because she's kind of a little shy again.
Yeah, and you want to know what? And part of her problem is that she'd rather talk to you, a girl, than go to her husband. If she chose to take on woman role, like get married and no doubt have kids, right? Then she needs to be woman enough to deal with her husband directly and stop talking to her girl friend.
So she shouldn't worry about hurting his feelings.
No, I don't think she should worry about talking to you about any of the above.
Okay.
I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you need to be a part of it. And I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at her for wanting to be such an adult. This is part of the problem with, what is she, your age?
No, she's older than me.
That's even more pathetic. I mean, you know, part of taking on the responsibility of getting married and then having children is that you were taking on the responsibility of being a woman, which is totally different than being a 24-year-old girl named Sasha with no kids and no husband. P.S. At 24, you're supposed to be with no kids and no husband.
Yeah.
So I'm not making fun of you. All I'm saying is that we, as grown people married with kids and stuff, we're not supposed to be talking to girls about woman issues.
Understandable.
All right, so you tell her to get her grown woman on and stop talking to you about this.
All right, Wendy.
And tell her, you're going to the club.
Okay.
And you're re-registering in graduate school.
That's right.
And you're getting your thing going on the weekends, and she needs to focus on the womanhood part of being a woman.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and how you doing?
How you doing? Bye, Sasha. Lexington Steel. You know, I mean, I have girlfriends who know exactly who that is. He's been on this show before, and, you know, to me, he's just another porn star coming through. Like, I don't, you know. I had no idea he comes from a heady background, no pun intended, and he descended into porn. He attended Morehouse College, according to the Panache report, for only 2 years. But then he ended up matriculating at Syracuse, where he graduated from the College of Arts and Science. He has a double degree in history and African studies. He graduated in 1993. He became a Q. And then he worked as a stockbroker in the World Trade Center. And he, you know, did a whole bunch of stuff. And then he claims that he would have been in the building and been a victim of 9/11, but he kept his old job as a stockbroker. I have no idea what that has to do with moving into porn, but Lexington Steel, for those of you who love Lexington Steel, this is the guy who, he was like no, you know, schlep, and then he became a porn star. Now, why is Myra Panache printing this? Is Lexington Steel still in practice, if you know what I'm saying? Does he have the monster? I'm just asking. Why is Myra Panache printing this? Because she doesn't say why she is, just that she is. So Jenna Jameson, she's got her divorce, you know, popping off right now. Jenna Jameson is a friend to the show. She was on my VH1 show. Me and my husband were invited out to Arizona, where we went to and at that time her husband Jay's house, and then we went out on the boat. The chief was on the boat. I didn't partake, but I'm just letting you know that we had a good time. Jenna removed her top on the boat because that's just how she does. I allowed my husband to stare. Hell, I was staring. It's very weird having a conversation with a woman, a porn star with no top on. We're on the lake. Everybody's like, Jenna, woo! The chief is blowing. The champagne is flowing. Jay is at the wheel looking at his... Lights are bright. It was during the middle of the day. You know what? It was just all too much. And the VH1 cameras were there and everybody... It was just really weird, but I like Jenna Jameson a whole lot, and I'm sorry that she and Jay are divorced. They then came to New York, and Jenna had a big party, and she invited us to the party, and we went, and we've kept up this relationship of sorts, me and Jenna. But anyway, well, you know, she is gay for pay. The division of properties is like, oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my gosh, it's time to go? I thought we had a whole nother hour. No. We have no clock in this Is What It Is studio. Damn it, it is what it is. Damn. Oh, Jenna. We got to talk about this on Monday. You guys, I love you for listening. Charlamagne.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Let's migrate.
All right. You all have a safe weekend. God willing, we'll be together again on Monday. Bye. No, I don't know a good shrink. Even the shrink that I used in the past wasn't a good shrink. The shrink started to become a groupie. And I started to feel real uncomfortable with it. So, Billy, no, I don't know a good shrink. Billy.